Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you guys are doing fine, right? I told you that this will be an important video because in this video I'm gonna give you some questions and you guys have to solve it real quickly. Got it? So this is the first question here. If I want to give someone a program, which files do I need to give him? Which files? What does it mean? It means when you code you write what is called a source code and you will give it a .cpp extension. .cpp extension when you are saving it you have to give cpp extension. So that's called the source code and the executable code will look like this. It's a .exe file. If you go to the properties, then it will show .exe application exe and application is .exe and this is the name untitled1. So now what you have to do is you don't have to give them the source code. All you have to do is you have to give them the .exe file because all they want is just a PC to run the executable file because a computer can run the executable file, right? The source code can be run only if there is a compiler to convert that into an object code and then to an executable code. So all they need is a PC to run the executable file. So if you want to give your friend something, then don't give them the source code. You can just give them the hello.c, but you can just give them the hello.exe. What they can do is just run the program, but they can't edit the program because they don't have the source code. So next question, after I create an executable file, do I need to keep the source file or object file? So think about it for 10 seconds. The answer is simple. You don't have to keep the object file because you can create the object file from the source code whenever you want. So keep the source code and just delete the object file. Can I ignore warning messages? I think I told you guys already that warnings don't affect how the program runs, but some might harm, so be careful with it. Now, is file name.txt a valid name for C source file? Think about it for a second. Is it? Because I told you guys that you have to give a .cpp extension. This right in the first question. So, what do you think? Is it valid? Yeah, of course it's valid. It work. But just give. I mean, like it's kind of good to give .cpp extension. Now, what does a linker do? Linker? What is linker? I think I told you guys in the second or the third tutorial that a linker, what it does is it just links the library files whenever the program that you've written is saved in .cpp or the source code, what we will call, and then it will be converted into an object file using the compiler, and then after that when it is being converted into an executable file, it will be linked. I mean, like the library files will be linked to that object file and it will be turned into an executable file. That linking process will be done by a linker, and if the linking process isn't done, that is, it won't be done because if you give a different library file, like we are giving standard input output, that is stdio.h, right? If you give stdko.h instead of io, it's not there, so it won't link, so it will show an error that it doesn't exist in the library or something like that. So be careful with it. So now this is a program that you have to see what is the error in it. Just check it. I'll give 10 seconds. I think you guys can easily understand it, even though I didn't tell, but you guys should know at least. That's it. The error is semicolon here. I told you guys that at the end of every statement we have to put a semicolon, but this is not the end of the statement. We're writing the function here. Here the inputs of the function will be there. What the void means is we are not giving any inputs for the main function, so we're writing a void here. But we're writing in here because the main is returning a value 0 to the operating system, so that it wants to terminate the program after the end of the program. So here we don't have to put the semicolon. So if we put a semicolon, it's telling kind of end of the statement, but the main even hasn't even started it. See, these braces indicate that a block is being started. What is a block? A block is a set of statements, a group of statements enclosed within braces. Well, a block is similar to a statement. I mean, a statement can be replaced with a block. So this cool, this cool, and this cool. everything is cool. The only problem is here. I think you guys remember this. Whenever you wanna write an apostrophe in a sentence, if you wanna print, use a backslash, because whenever you put a backslash, it will neglect the next what character that is present. Similarly, as here, when you put an, it will go to a new line. When you put any any symbol, then it will print the symbol. That's a trick for printing that. And now here is another program for you guys to look at. Just look at quickly and tell me the problem. I think got it right. Here, this do it. What is this do it? We haven't declared it. What is this do it? It's a function. What function? What is it? Well, I'll be talking about the functions in the next tutorial, so don't worry. I'll be talking about it and you'll look at it later. And this is for today's tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. The the basic thing for C programming is you have to practice. If you don't practice the programs, doesn't matter you're a good programmer or not, but you'll definitely forget in a week or two. So even a perfect programmers will forget the simple programming languages like C. If they didn't work like a month or two, definitely they will forget. It's not like history or civics. It's quite different. So keep practicing. If you practice a lot, then you will remember definitely even after 1 year. And this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe.